Cars taken to the grid here as we get ready and set for 30 minutes of action-packed racing here at Hockenheim. We started here, we came once during the season, and we're back to finish off the championship. The points may be decided, but pride is still on the line. As we will go green any second now. Green, 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 the lights are out, and we go racing here at Hockenheim. Cars heading down into turn number 1, hoping for a good clean run to the corner. Nobody got away badly there. A good fast start as we have a car round. That is, I believe, the car there of Thomas Kinzer, who has lost a lot of time, Fabian.
Yes, and Marvin Otterbach is in the wall, so he had a very bad start of the race, but he is back on the track and trying to compensate everything he lost.
He is indeed. Have a lot to make up on, but, well, it's going to be really tough for them to pull back. Up towards the front of the field, you have still William Scharten leading Denis Emelianenko, and Klaus Schulze has made a great charge there in that Red Bull Audi towards the front. He's in P number 3. We'll have to settle for that for the moment as he battles Emelianenko. We could be seeing some connection issues though. Positions are switching back and forth, although they don't seem to have moved on track, Fabian. Emelianenko is still leading ahead of the Red Bull machine there. Can he hold him off for long?
We have a big wreck after turn, well, I guess 6. So several cars involved, especially Daniel Rieck, who got turned around by several cars. So yeah, well, we've seen that in the last race as well, and that's a critical corner, and that will stay, will keep on to be a critical corner. That's what we experienced in the last race, so it's not going to be any different today.
It is indeed, and while the race unfolding in dramatic style here so far, you've got some definite action heading up towards the rear of your field. Big separation after that early incident we saw there. But cars battling back towards the front of this field now as Max Baumgartl in P number 12 starts to chase down Johan Joslin ahead of him, and those two try to get into those final points-paying positions. Right now, though, Georges Devada down behind him. Thomas Kinzer, who's also been a fairly hard charger. One of the biggest gains so far has been Sebastian Dergrave, running in P number 7 right now, up from 13th on the grid, Fabian, so big improvement for him early on.
Yeah, he really was in a good mood the last races. Last race was almost perfect by him. So he wants to prove that he deserves to be up there every race, and he's doing the best he can. We've also seen a great pass by Domingo Camargo, who benefited from a mistake by Denis Emelianenko and Klaus Schulze ahead of him, and he's now on P2.
Great move up there from Camargo. We've not seen much from him for most of the season, although he has been very fast early on. Seemed to flag somewhat during the middle part of the season. This could be his final return to form in the last round here as he sits in P2 in the AMG Mercedes. William Scharten pulling a good gap ahead of him there. Scharten, of course, had a win in, I believe it was RaceRoom, Fabian, round 15. He managed to get a dominant victory there, so he'll be looking to go and finish off his season with a victory.
Well, that's that might happen. Of course, he's in a good mood today. He has momentum from the start on. He was able to put a gap between him and P2 because everyone behind him is fighting each other. So yeah, his chances aren't too bad, but we have seen in the last race Sebastian Dergrave was up there and he was so dominant. But later on he was not able to, well, stand the pressure, and he made a mistake. So yeah, that can still happen. 2.2 seconds is not really a big gap.
Not right now, but Scharten is still considering to pull away in a moment, opening that to 2.4 seconds on the racetrack. Klaus Schulze is trying to make up for his early mistakes as he chases down Denis Emelianenko towards the front of your grid. Of course, at the moment, that is Scharten, Camargo, and Emelianenko on your podium provisionally, but Schulze hopes to change that one. Behind him, though, P5, Lorna is not moving around much. He's started in 5th, he's still in 5th place. He will be desperate to try and make up some time, but quite a distance behind his teammate, about a second back. So, not quite within striking range yet, Fabian.
No, not yet, but we've seen the last races, patience might pay off. So we had drivers who were very aggressive, very impatient, and well, they did not have the success they were fighting for so hard. Some drivers were just patient, so they watched the race, they watched their opponents, they relaxed a bit, and they were there at the end of the race. So that might be a good strategy for Martin Schlener today.
Well, indeed. I should say, coming out the final corner there behind Denis Emelianenko, he can make that move, deploying that DRS. He won't use it yet, but could be looking to use that through the Parabolica, which is after turn 4, of course. Rules in DTM, let's not forget, DRS system can be used when driver is within 1 second of the car in front. Like Formula 1, that can be deployed at the driver's choice of location. The driver's able to save Fabian that DRS system to whenever they want it, running down here, of course, Parabolica or out of the hairpin, using that strategically when they feel they're within decent range to make a pass.
Well, I guess that the drivers will use it at the Parabolica. That's the longest, well, not straight, but the longest full throttle part of the track. So that's the best place to use DRS, and of course everyone is going to use it there, so it's not really that big, it's not a big advantage as it was on other racetracks.
Of course, other racetracks providing different challenges to racing here at Hockenheim. But up front, Emelianenko catching Domingo Camano in second. Camano not able to wind in Willie Windschatten in P1. 3.3 seconds separating your leader in P2 right now, Fabian. So gap is widening. Windschatten able to cruise somewhat now, driving to the front bumper of Camano rather than pushing that gap. Emelianenko, though, under threat from Schulze and Lorna, hanging within striking distance.
I guess that's the way he wants to race today, so just stay patient, watch Klaus Schulze, wait for Klaus Schulze to make the move on Denis Emelianenko, and, well, try to benefit from a mistake. We've seen Domingo Camano getting onto P2 by benefiting from a mistake, so that's probably a good strategy for today.
It will be. Let's take a look back towards the rear of your field. Thomas Kinzer under threat from Georges Devada. That's P13, P14 on the racetrack. The Gugix Audi there coming under attack from Devada, in behind him in 14th, quarter of a second between them. Good place, looking at the inside there as he comes to the hairpin. Devada makes a mistake, he will wobble heavily there. We've got a spinner on the racetrack. Fabian, did you catch that?
Well, I only see Daniel Rieck standing next to the racetrack. He's into the wall and, well, currently probably not longer in the car, so he might be out of the race. At least he's standing there for, well, a long time already.
That is Daniel Rieck. He is in the other Red Bull Audi. He is backwards in the catch fence. That car not moving, so in the tyre barriers up against the catch fencing, probably not able to get that car recovered. He will be a retirement, we think, so far from the race. The gap between Schulze and Emelianenko closing in for P3. That is 0.2 of a second out of the final corner. Will Schulze have anything he can deploy here?
Oh, it's difficult for him today, so Emelianenko is not really making a lot of mistakes, but they got closer to Domingo Camano, so there's a third guy in the game right now. That's going to be interesting.
Is the pack closing up here for the bottom two steps on the podium? Camano trying to hold off Emelianenko himself, having to watch Schulze in behind him. But Moritz Lorna behind them both. Oh, contact there with Schulze as they come into the hairpin. Making contact with the back of Camano and Emelianenko. That was a big hit there, Fabian.
Yeah, Camano is losing speed. That's, well, that's surprising me a bit.
Moritz Lorna was waiting patiently, we saw there. He was just watching, biding his time, sitting behind his Red Bull Audi teammate there, watching and waiting for something to go wrong. And he's pouncing now, so I'd say under threat from Lorna, but big moment there. I'm going to get a replay up if we can and show you just what happened.
Well, I guess Moritz Lorna is losing his patience now. He doesn't want to see Denis Emelianenko running away in P2. So Domingo Camano is on his way back, and Klaus Schulze might be the next to attack Camano, and Moritz Lorna wants to be in the position to benefit from that situation as well.
Of course, he had to finish behind his teammate last week at the Red Bull Ring, something he doesn't want to see happen again. So, Moritz Lorna with a point to prove, and well, his teammate involved in a battle there with Kamano and Emelianenko. We've already seen contact so far between 2nd, 3rd, and 4th position. We expect to see more before this race is done. But looking back towards the back of the field, a lot of action still. We have 18 cars still running. Reek is out. He's still in the catch fence. They've not managed to find a tractor yet. Coming through, that is from last place forwards. We have Peter Ziss in 18th place. Marvin Otterback, after his turn 1 spins, up to P17. Jager teammate is in P16. Harry Darman 15th. Georges Devada. Thomas Kinzer still 13th and 14th. Max Baumgartel and Luke Scaietti are in 11th and 12th. Alexander Dorniden, he's your final points paying position on the racetrack right now, and he is 1.5 seconds ahead of 80. Fighting now between himself and Johan Jocelyn. Those are over P9 and P10. The car there of Dorniden trying to find a way past Jocelyn, trying to battle his way further up the grid. He needs to do it soon, Fabian, or cars ahead will have had too much time to get away.
Yeah, it seems to be difficult to get away from each other, so, well, but now Dorniden is not in a position to attack Jocelyn. That might happen here in turn 1 at the end of the front stretch, but well, now he's a little bit too far back, so he will have to wait for another turn to try to make the pass, but he now exceeded the track limit, so that will cost some time.
Gotta say, of course, Fabian, we as commentators have a driver position board, and the time gaps between the drivers light up green when they are within a second of each other. And right now, half of the field is lit up green. This race is so close as we come down into the last 20 minutes of your finale here at Hockenheim Ring. Exciting, incredible racing as Mingo Kamano in P3 chases down 2nd Emelianenko. He wants back past him. Looking to the inside there as we come up towards the stadium section. Can he do anything to find his way past the Castrol Edge machine ahead of him? The AMG Mercedes not able to find a way past right now. Heading up towards, I believe now into, yep, that is the stadium section. Can he do anything through the Sachs curve? Find out soon. No, he won't try. But still hounded from behind by Schultz and Lorna. Can anybody get past the Garda and Emelianenko? Took the opportunity when a mistake was made, but just, well, not really pulling away, Fabian. He can't seem to get away, but they haven't mounted a serious attack yet.
Well, you see, he already has a gap of more than 7 seconds to Billy Windschatten, so yeah, they are really slowing down in the fight, and he's not able to run away from his opponents, and so he's producing a traffic jam behind him. Very close, so Moritz Löhner is just, well, not even 1.5 seconds back from Denis Emelianenko, although he is 3 positions back, so very close today.
Looking back in your field, Luke Scaietti, of course, has just passed a few more cars. Now we've had a lot. Actually, no, it's Harry Darman going down the field. Sebastian De Grave, I apologise. He's had an issue. We'll try and find out what happened to him, but De Grave with a major problem. That's set him back in your racing field. Of course, that's moved Luke Scaietti up to P9, Johan Jocelyn to P8, Kinzer in 10th, so he's back in the points now. Baumgartel will be desperate to try and get something from him. But this pack ever-changing as we have some more issues here. I believe we may have lost a driver, not sure who that was, but Daniel Reek still counted as on a racetrack. That was one of our new drivers, I believe, Fabian.
Well, that's actually a good question. I was witnessing the events around Sebastian De Grave. I found him on the grass, so he was spinning around there, and that cost him a lot of time.
It has. He's down to P number 16 right now, and quite a long time behind Marvin Otterback in P15, but really the spin has cost him majorly. We've lost another driver from that incident, of course, so 17 cars still running with Peter Siss in 17th position. Further up your field, Luke Scaietti is trying to find his way towards Johan Jocelyn.
Emelianenko is losing positions.
Emelianenko is losing positions. Denis Emelianenko dropped down to P number 5 now. Domingo Kamano back up into 2nd.
Yeah, I think he went off the track, and that cost him a lot of time and a lot of places on the racetrack. So Camanio back in P2. Klaus Schulze and Moritz Löhner are still behind him, hunting him down. So, well, it's Emelianenko lost another spot, and he's in a fight with Dirk Natz.
Yes, he has. We have lost Dirk Natz. Dirk Natz has gone around, and that was, I believe, Fabian coming through the hairpin there. So big problem there for Dirk Natz. He will hope, well, he's got a car running again, so he can carry on. But towards the front of this field, I've got to think Moritz Löhner is saving his car for the end of this race. He's holding on, doing everything he needs to just stay with Schulze. They are currently in a good position. There's 2 seconds to Emelianenko behind them. We're going to replay of Dirk Natz. They're losing that car. But I think he's not pushing the issue yet. He doesn't want to fight too hard, too soon. He's waiting to make one move towards the end of the race when it counts.
Absolutely, that's what I expect him to do. So he is really, really patient, and we are all only finished half of the race, so still 50 minutes to go. That's a long time, and he has a clean car so far, and that's going to be a very, very important fact. We have seen so much action around here. We have seen so many car contacts. So he's keeping his fenders clean, and that will put him in a good position to score a good result at the end of the race.
Looking back in P15, P16, that's Sebastian De Grave chasing down Marvin Otterbach in the auto test Audi. He trying desperately to get up there. We know De Grave's fast, of course, Fabian. He did lose time because of a spin. Hopefully he can make himself, well, take himself further up the field somewhat here.
Well, he's not only fast, he is aggressive, so I guess Marvin Otterbach will fear the sight of Sebastian De Grave in the mirror. So yeah, very, very exciting for Otterbach, and we see the attack by De Grave, but he's not able, and there's a contact on the both of the track.
There is. Of course, this is the second time we've seen Daniel Rieck off the racetrack, by the way, Fabian, and not recover that car to pit road, so De Grave perhaps enjoying spectating as much as the fans. Rieck even, not De Grave, that's the wrong driver.
Yeah, that's probably the case. Well, maybe there's a spin by De Grave again. There
is, another spin by Sebastian De Grave there. That's cost him even more time. 6 seconds now back from Otterbach. Gotta believe that was contact between himself and the auto test Audi.
Well, I guess De Grave just wanted too much, so put his car over the limit and was not able to control it. Yeah, that's well, typical for Sebastian De Grave. Very, very fast, but it's difficult for him to manage his emotions, and that is costing him time again and again.
It is, and we're going to have a quick look back towards the front as we look at P3 and P4. Schulze and Löhner, the Red Bull stablemates there, charging after Domingo Camaneo. 0.2 of a second between Schulze and Camaneo, and that is for second place. Löhner just holding on to his position right now as we see a move up the inside towards a hairpin there from Schulze. Will he have the line? Camaneo goes to the undercut. Can he hold it up the inside? Contact side by side there between the two cars on the racetrack. Camaneo's Mercedes. AMG trying to hold it up the inside. He'll go through the next curve. On the inside, will be on the outside for the run through towards the stadium section. Won't be able to hold it. That will be Klaus Schulze up to P number 2 right now in the Red Bull Audi. Can he hold on to this one? Will he make enough of a gap? Will we see Löhner now try to make a move on Camaneo and hold on to his stablemate? This will be the telling moment. Will he be content to sit here and just take a podium, Fabian, or does he want more than Schulze?
Well, he was a little bit too far back when Klaus Schulze was attacking Domingo Camaneo, so he was not able to, well, benefit from that situation. And now we have to see if Domingo Camaneo will be able to find his rhythm again. The last time he lost a position, he lost his rhythm as well, and it took him several laps to get that back. But this time it seems that Domingo Camaneo did not lose his rhythm, his focus, and he will be there to attack Klaus Schulze again. But of course, Moritz Löhner is in his back, and he is just waiting for the opportunity to make the pass.
He is, and the reason we haven't shown you Willy Wincharten's Audi Financial Services race car so far today, well, we're going to now, but the reason we haven't shown you it is because he's been so dominant. Currently sitting 7 to 8 seconds now up the road from his nearest competition. Willy Wincharten really needs an incident-free, mistake-free 10 minutes, and he will win the final round here at Hockenheim in the DTM Experience 2015 Virtual Championship. That car absolutely on rails, Fabian, flying along this course.
Yeah, it's so important to have a good start to get into the race, and Willy Winshap was able to have such a start today. He put a gap between himself and P2. He was able to find his rhythm, find his line. He's in a groove, and he's proving how important that is. He's very, very fast. His fastest lap of the race is 1:31.3, so that's almost his qualifying speed. Very impressive and very clean racing, and that put him in the best position to win this race.
He did indeed. I'm going to go look back at P number 4, Moritz Lerner. We just saw him on the onboard camera, of course. He's chasing down Domingo Camano's AMG Mercedes. He desperately wants to get through and follow his stablemate there in the Red Bull Audi, Klaus Schutze. But Lerner just not quite able to close up on Camano now. Do you think he's sizing him up, Fabian? He's waiting for an opportunity, or we're going to see a move here soon?
I'm not so sure. I mean, we still have about 10 minutes left, so that's actually a long distance. But I cannot imagine that Moritz Lerner does have so much patience in the car. He's running at such high speeds and such close competition for 20 minutes now. Does he really have the patience to stay behind Camano and Schulze and wait until the situation both of them have a contact? I doubt that, but at the moment it seems that way.
Well, he's within 0.2 of a second right now as they head up towards, I believe that is the run to the stadium section. It is, as we have a mistake there from Camano. Side by side there as they run up towards the stadium section. Can he find a way past? He's not been able to do it. He's tested the water, put his feet in there. Perhaps a little too warm for him right now, but very aggressive defensive move there from Domingo Camano as we head towards Sachs Curve. Can he do anything? Can he find a way past? Will we see a DRS pass down the Parabolica? We'll have to wait and see what Moritz Lerner does here, but very aggressive blocking move there by Camano. Perhaps a sign he might be struggling somewhat, Fabian?
Yeah, it might be that way. He had a little mistake, and Moritz Lerner is there, so the gap was 0.2 seconds, so that's not a long way to go until your opponent shows up next to you. But Moritz Lerner really shows that he's patient today, so there was a chance for him. He could be much more aggressive.
Ooh,
he could...
mistake, sorry. Bit of a mistake there we had from, of course, Camano. That's what gave him the opportunity, sorry, just seeing that on a replay, but... Yeah, we think Camano really is under pressure now, Fabian.
Yeah, he really has to watch his mirror, but of course he's just 0.4 seconds behind, 0.3 seconds from Klaus Schulze, so he's also still competing for P2s. It's very, very close, as always here at Hockenheim. And, well, it's going to be very interesting. I think Moritz Lerner, who really seems to be interested in clean racing, proves that it's enjoyable to run clean and don't ruin the race of your opponent.
Does indeed, looking down to P12, P13 right now. Max Baumgartl there in the BMW machine there, the BMW lifestyle car, facing down Harry Dahmen in the Hoffman Group machine. Can he try and do anything against the Audi? Will he find a way past? 0.2 of a second now as we run up towards the Mobile One corner, I believe that is, as we head now towards stadium section. Dropped back a little bit, but definitely attacking here, Fabian. That car looking very racy, especially with Dahmen held up behind the car there of, I believe that's Georges Devade.
Yeah, P11 is, well, is in a range that he can reach, so...
We have lost Jaga Time, I believe, from the racetrack. We have indeed. Jaga Time has dropped out of the race, so he's a retirement. That's now 16 cars left running, including Sebastian de Grave, currently your back marker. Unfortunate 2 incidents for him have meant he's cost him a lot of time. Newcomer Marvin Otterback in P15, Peter Zess in 14th. Just been watching Max Baumgartl in P13. He has dropped back. Harry Dahmen, though, however, on the attack. He tries to make a move on Georges Devade.
Yeah, not the best race for the French drivers today. Now Johan Josselin in the best position for the French team. And, well, Sebastian de Grave was in a very good position at the start of the race. Jaga Time was not as fast as we expected him to be. But, yeah, well, now it's up to Johan Josselin to keep up the French honor.
It is indeed, and we'll see if he can do just that as Johan Josselin runs currently in P number 8. not close enough really to Dirk Natz to make a move. He's 2.4 seconds back and, well, 3.2 clear of Thomas Kinzer. But up towards the front of your field where the real battling's been happening all race long. Schulze is now 8 seconds behind Willy Winschatten, really no position to challenge for the race lead here with 5 minutes remaining. Domingo Camano, 0.8 of a second back from second place and 1 second ahead of Moritz Lohner. But this top four, of course, Fabian, they're so clear of the rest of the field. 2.4 seconds clear of Denis Emelianenko. Although that gap's coming down rapidly. Very surprising.
Yeah, actually we see a lot more relaxed race than the last time we have been here at Hockenheim. So far we only have 2 battles on the racetrack. Camano lost 3 seconds to Klaus Schulze now, so well, he's not in touch with P2 anymore. Maybe the chance for Moritz Lohner. And the second battle on the track is for P11, 12 and 13, which is very close now.
Indeed it is, but very surprised by Emelianenko's pace. As I was telling you how far away he was listed at 3 seconds, and somehow made up a second and a half in a matter of seconds, whilst P4, 3 and 2 didn't change relative position.
Yeah, there must have been a mistake by Domingo Camano, because he lost 3 seconds.
He has, you're right.
Yeah, so I guess it just surprises me that Moritz Lohner was not able to gain a position, but we didn't mention that.
Yeah, have a look back at P number 12, P number 13. That is Max Baumgartel and Georges de Varda. De Varda lost 2 spots there to Harry Dahmen and Baumgartel. He's now down to 13th position. Those cars racing pretty hard though towards the back of this top 15 here. Desperately trying to find whatever positions they can. Looking at P15, P16 now. That's Otterbach and De Graeve. De Graeve desperate to try and get a position back. In fact, he does get that position. Or does he? No, he doesn't. He's well, he is clear as we head now to Sachs Curve. That's the car there of Sebastian De Graeve. Should be looking pretty clear right now. He is, I believe. Yep, he has that position made. De Graeve, the Frenchman, up into P number 15. Not what he would want to for this race, but he gets the honour of at least fighting his way back to a position, Fabian.
Yeah, he doesn't give up, and that really made me become a fan of Sebastian De Graeve the last races. He really wants to pass his opponents. He's not patient, he's aggressive, and he wants every position he can gain. He's fighting for P50 now, so that's not what he wanted to have at the end of the race, but he's fighting for it as hard as it would be the win. So I think that's very important to see such drivers on the racetrack. It's really worth to watch those drivers, and it's enjoyable by the viewers, and that's what we all want to see.
It is indeed. Good focus back on Moritz Lohner. Didn't get that move made on Domingo Camano, of course. Camano still 3 seconds back from Klaus Schulze in second, who is himself 9 seconds back from Winschatten, the leader. But Emelianenko's not really made it much more time, so Lohner and Camano back up to speed, Fabian. 1 second now between Camano and Lohner. We have 2 minutes left of the race. Can Moritz Lohner get it done?
Well, I doubt it. I guess he had his chance and he was not aggressive in that situation. Now the gap between him and Camano is always around 0.9 to full 1 second. So yeah, he's not really in a position to make the attack, and in the meantime Denis Emelianenko came closer, so he has to watch the mirror. He's losing DRS range now, and well, he's not really in a position to make his way to the podium today.
Well, we'll have to find out if he can do anything. 1.4 seconds now, so not looking likely. We'll see if Camano can hold on to his position, actually gaining back on Klaus Schulze towards the front of the field. But Georges de Varda down in P number 12 has made that position back on Max Baumgartel, and he will be back up into P number 12. Not the position he would have wanted, but again, he makes some recovery there as we have fighting all the way to the wire here. 1 minute remaining on your play clock. I'm looking at Willy Winschatten, your race leader. He will come through the final corner. This will be your final lap now. He's starting here. White flag has been shown to Willy Winschatten. He will go on to that last lap now. He is 8.4 seconds clear of second place. Incredible, dominant performance from Willy Winschatten here, of course, Fabian. faultless, flawless performance, and he will take, barring mistake, final victory here at Hockenheim.
Yes, I guess that is what we can expect from now. It really was an impressive race by Willie Windschatten. He was in control the whole race, and he really deserves to be up there in P1, take home the victory, and take the momentum with him. So that will something that accompanies him throughout the winter. He will have a great preparation for next season, and he might be someone to challenge Tim Heinemann next year.
Could well indeed, and well, looking like it's going to be a great season next time round, as the competition's been incredible here, and well, we're coming across the line now that Willie Windschatten will be heading up into his final run through the stadium section here. Positions have not changed. Moritz Lorna still P number 4, Klaus Schutz still second, Kamano still third, and well, that's nothing much has happened in this final lap, but we will watch Willie Windschatten head now 2 more corners, and he will win this final round here at Hockenheim. Willie Windschatten coming through the final sequence of corners, out onto the front straight here. Willie Windschatten will be your winner, round 18, the finale of the DTM Experience 2015 Virtual Championship. Not the championship, but it's the final checkered flag. Fabian, what he wanted.
Yeah, he will be satisfied today. A great race, a great performance. Klaus Schulze took home P2, and Domingo Caamaño was able to finish on the podium with Moritz Löhner and Denis Imenenko in the back. And well, it's up to you to count down the last ones.
We will indeed run through those finishing positions now for you as cars come through, finishing those final laps on the racetrack. Looking like it's Willie Windschatten, of course, is your winner here today. Klaus Schulze will come home in second place. Domingo Caamaño unable to mount a final charge and take second position back. He will finish in third. Moritz Lorna was today's bridesmaid. He couldn't quite get it done. He was there all day, but just never able to get onto that podium. And then Emelianenko will finish in number 5. Markus Schonfelder, Dirk Natz, Johan Joslin, Thomas Kinzer, Luke Sky 8D will round out your top 10. Harry Darman, Georges de Vade, Max Baumgartel, Peter Zes, Sebastian de Grave, Marvin Otterbach, and Daniel Rieck. They will round out your top 17 cars. The top cars to finish the race, of course. Daniel Rieck still counted as finishing, despite the fact he was backwards in a tyre barrier, Fabian.
Well, he enjoyed the race from his seat, and well, it was an interesting position for him to watch the race. But well, he actually not the end of the season he was looking for, but I guess he will be back next year and prove that he belongs here.
He does indeed. Well, that's been the final race here from us at LSR TV for RaceRoom Racing Experience in the DTM Virtual Championship 2015. Of course, for those of you who don't know, Tim Heinemann was your championship winner. He won by round 12 after a dominant performance here in the early opening rounds. But we do have an announcement. Of course, those of you who've been sending in your tweets to RaceRoom regarding the 2015 DTM Experience Pack giveaway, we have a winner. Dun dun dun. Get a drum roll, Fabian.
That's not my biggest talent.
Oh, you can't do a drum roll. You can't even drum on your desk. Well, we got an announcement that the winner of this one will be, that is Nathaniel Treadwell. He tweeted at RaceRoom, hashtag Virtual DTM. The DTM series is one of the best series in the world for touring cars. The racing is always close, and you guys make it even closer to real life with your efforts of realism. That's Nathaniel Treadwell. You are the winner, and you will be contacted by RaceRoom on the forums by PM, and you will be getting a code to redeem the 2015 DTM pack. So hopefully we'll see you racing here on one of our streams next season. But congratulations, Nathaniel Treadwell. You are the winner. Fabian, let's sum up the season. It's been fender rubbing, curb hopping madness, but it's been amazing.
Yes, I get that sums it up pretty well. We have seen a little bit more clean racing as long as the championship was still on the line. But after Tim Heinemann taking home the championship, we have seen 20 drivers every race competing just for the single event, just for the win, just for bragging rights, and that was amazing to watch. So it was very aggressive, very hard racing, and I enjoyed it every Monday. So I guess it will be the same next year. So it's going to be really good to tune in again next year.
It will indeed. Well, I've certainly enjoyed myself as well. It's been a great season here, and we at LSR TV have enjoyed bringing it to you. So, in partnership with LSR TV, RaceRoom Racing Experience and the 2015 DTM Virtual Championship, we're going to say good night and enjoy the rest of your winter. Hopefully you'll be joining us again next season for more DTM virtual racing. Good night.
Hey guys, it's Julian Kunze from Orange Gaming, and today I want to take you with me on a hot lap on the Hockenheim ring in Germany, starting with the first corner, a really fast 5th gear right-hander. Now hard braking into 2nd gear, try to accelerate really early to save the speed for the straight. At the end of the straight you can pass your opponent really easily by pushing your DRS button, and there will be a hard braking point from 6th into 1st gear, brake shortly after the 150 meters, put the power down, right up into 5th gear, a full throttle right-hander, hard braking into 2nd gear, try not to slide that much. These corners you can take staying on full throttle. Now we are in the last sector of the track, really fast right-hander, just lift the gas there a bit, hard braking into 2nd gear for the 180-degree turn. Now the last few corners, a triple right-hander, not that easy to take, but you want to save the speed through these corners. And this was a hot lap on Hockenheim ring. Thank you for watching.